Hi, welcome to my channel, and before I say anything else, you've probably noticed that I'm not wearing my glasses. I've finally started wearing my contact lenses and I look so weird. This is going to take some getting used to, but yeah, I'm so happy. But today I am going to be doing my February wrap up. Now I did a lot better than I thought I would. Originally I only gave myself 4 books to read, but I ended up reading 6. So let's just quickly go through what I read. So the first book I read was Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. I think I might have mentioned this in my January wrap up just because I was reading it end of January, beginning of February. And before I say anything about it, I know there are problems. I'm not going to be one of those booktubers that tells people how to think about a book. So I'm going to let you read it for yourself and work out the problems afterwards, and then we can just chat about it either in the comments or on my Tumblr or Twitter. But overall, I did really like this book. It's based in a sci-fi world and it follows 2 races. One of the races is kidnapped by the ruling family of the other, and it's basically about the 2 children kind of like falling in love, working out that something isn't really right. I did like it. I am quite new to sci-fi, and even though there were problems, I don't think Veronica did it on purpose. I think it was just a really bad writing choice. But I did like it. I like the writing style because Syra, that's written in first person, but Akos is written in third. I think that's right. I keep getting my first, second and third people mixed up. I have not done English for a while. But overall I did like it and I gave this 4 out of 5 stars, and I am excited for the sequel. I will be buying it just because despite the 2 main problems I found, it is a good book, the characters are great, and I am interested to where it leads. The next book I read was The Knicks by Nathan Hill, and this is a book that I did not finish. I did not like it at all. Basically, this is meant to follow a man called Samuel whose mother comes into his life after she has assaulted a politician, and she basically needs his help to maybe get out of going to prison. He decides to meet up with her after all these years because she abandoned him. Sorry, I've got pins and needles in my foot. Because he needs to write a book or he is going to be fired from his job. I just could not get into this at all. I gave it a week and then I thought I'm going to move on to something else. Because this year I don't want to force myself to read books I'm not into. This did sound really interesting, but then when I started reading it, I just couldn't get into it at all. And I think the size put me off as well. I'm not really good at books over 600 pages. But I gave it a go, didn't like it, didn't finish it, and this will go into the charity shop after I have filmed this video. The next book I read was The One Memory of Flora Banks by Emily Barr. I'm not going to go into this too much because I did do a review for it, which I will link down below. But overall, this book is about a young girl named Flora. She can't remember anything after she was 10 years old because that's when she had a tumour removed, until she kissed a boy on a beach and she suddenly remembers that thing. This boy then moves away to another country and she takes it upon herself to go to that country and find the boy. She believes finding him, living with him, will make her remember everything from that point onwards. And obviously it doesn't go to plan. But overall, I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. It was very fast paced. I read this quite fast, which was refreshing after not finishing the Knicks because I was worried I wouldn't like any book after reading that. But yeah, I really liked it. Like I said, I'll put my review down below just because you'd rather watch that than me go through it all over again. The next book I read was Caraval by Stephanie Garber, and I loved this book so much. This follows 2 sisters, Scarlett and Tella, and they've been wanting to go to this caraval since they was younger. Caraval is basically a bit like a circus where there's a kind of game and it lasts for about a week and the winner gets a prize. This year's winner was a wish from Legend himself. Legend is the guy who runs these caravals. So Scarlett is about to get married and her and her sister both get tickets to the final, I think it is, caraval. But when they get there, Tella gets kidnapped and Scarlett has to go and find her. Because it ends up that finding Tella is all part of the game, so the first person who finds Tella gets the wish. And of course things don't go great, to be honest, but I loved this. There are so many twists and turns I didn't expect. some of them you think, ooh, might that happen, but you don't think it would, and then it actually did. And I loved it. The imagery is amazing. I understand why people said it's like the night circus. The only way it's similar is due to the imagery. That's the only way I can explain it, because plot lines are totally different. If you're expecting a plot like Night Circus, don't read this. But if you're just into the imagery of circus, if you're just into the imagery of circus things, I can't say that sentence. I'm just going to carry on. But if you like circuses, then read Caraval. I think the sequel should be coming out next year, I hope. But I can't wait, because the ending is just making me want more. And just look at the cover as well. It's so sparkly. I have to say I do prefer the UK cover to the US cover. And as you can probably guess, I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. So after reading Caraval, I decided to read The Victoria Letters by Helen Rappaport. Now this is the official companion to the Victoria series that aired on ITV at the end of last year. And it basically follows young Victoria coming to the throne, and the series finishes after she gives birth to her first child. Now this is based off the letters that the scriptwriter of Victoria found, and that was Daisy Goodwin. And it's just a little guide to Victoria, and it's got like lots of nice pictures in, and it does have some of her letters in it. When I picked this up, I expected it mostly to be the letters, but it's basically just like a guide to Victoria, and the letters prove the evidence, if you understand me. But I did like it. It's a very pretty book, and I do hope that with the next season of Victoria they bring out another one based on what goes through in that series, because I think it would be a nice little thing to collect, and I think it might get more people into reading books about historic figures and just history in general, because I think history is very important. But yeah, I gave this 4 out of 5 stars just because I expected there to be a lot more of her letters in there, and also the letters, the handwriting style, I couldn't really read. Let me just find some like that. I found that very, very hard to read. But yeah, 4 out of 5 stars, and if you did like the TV show, I would say read this. And the last book I read in February was Once Upon a Dream by Liz Braswell. Now this is part of the Twisted Tale series by Disney. I've read A Whole New World, which is the Aladdin version. This, as you can probably tell by the cover, is Sleeping Beauty. And what happens is this is the whole thing of, what if Sleeping Beauty didn't wake up? What if when the prince killed the dragon, Maleficent was still alive? And what if when the prince kissed Sleeping Beauty didn't wake up and the prince fell asleep as well? And I loved this. It started off and I was a bit, what's happening? Because it shows Maleficent as the good fairy and the 3 fairies and the king and queen is evil. But then it turns out that's all in Maleficent's dream world she's created for Aurora. Some bits were quite predictable, but it was fast paced, and I loved seeing Aurora kind of figuring out what is real and what's the dream, and I really, really did like it. I like this series. I think the next one is Beauty and the Beast related. I know it's out in America, but I haven't found the editions that look like this, the British editions. So if anyone knows where I can get them, just comment down below, because I think what with Beauty and the Beast coming out in March, I think it'd be great to read them around the same time as seeing the film. And I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. So yeah, those are all the books that I read in February. It's a shame that I've already had my first did not finish of the year, but I am trying to be a bit more strict, like I don't want to force myself to read something if I'm not into it. So yeah, I'm quite happy with what I read. What did you read in February? If you want to, just comment down below, because it's always nice to find new books to read, especially because my reading pile is going down a bit above here. Slowly but surely it's getting there. I think maybe around summertime I might be allowed to buy a few books, but apart from that, that's it. So if you want to comment or anything, like or subscribe, you can do. And also there is my Tumblr. I've just created it, so it would be nice if you maybe go follow me over there. And there's my Twitter, Goodreads, Instagram and Snapchat as well. So feel free to follow me over there, and I will see you later with a new video. Bye!